Day 687 being Christopher Cruz. I'm at church. I went and had a coffee with my pastor this morning, or our campus pastor this morning. I had a really good conversation talking to him about like everything that I'm going through right now, everything that I'm doing. And it's just this awesome conversation. And I was just talking to him like, man, we have the answer. Like, this is the answer. The Bible's the answer. Like, why don't so many Christians like have this fire for God and this passion for God? And we're meant to go out there and lead people back to God. And he's like, you have this fire, and you're right. A lot of people, they're missing that. But I feel like you're meant to ignite that in them. And I'm like, that is so true. Like, it was just like so much confirmation of what I'm here to do in this world. And I was talking about the internship, and I was like, I'm trying to figure out if this is, if I should stay and keep doing this, if this is a good use of my time. And, he's like, you'll do whatever, you have to do, but just know that God rewards finishers. Like, and as soon as he said that, I was like, wow, yeah. And he's like, so many people, they're really good at starting things, and they're known for starting things, but they're not known for finishing things. And God rewards finishers. And we were talking about, like, look at Jesus. He's the ultimate finisher. And then on the cross, he says, it is finished. And it's like, it was just really clear the moment he said that, like, yeah, I'm meant to finish this. I mean, it's only like 5 more months or something like that. But I love it. And the reason why I was thinking about maybe stepping away, the biggest reason is just feeling a little discouraged because our team is kind of like dispersed. It's just kind of like fallen away. Like one of the students quit, and it just feels like people are disconnected. And I'm like, it's hard for me to see that and watch that and know that I can help and make a difference, but I'm just a student. So, and he's like, I would really encourage you to let go of that idea that you're just a student, because you're a leader and you have abilities and skills that we don't have. And it was just like, yeah, Chris, like, don't walk away from it because you think you can't do anything about it. Do something about it. Like, they're so open to leadership. They're so open to ideas. And it's like, do something about it. Like deep down inside, I know I'm meant to do that, but I don't feel like I have the authority to be able to do it. Like, hey, I'm just a student, but I now know I have the spiritual authority to do it. And I have the ability to change the atmosphere and do all those things. And that's what I've done for years. Like, God has given me the opportunities to be able to do that and change that and really create atmospheres and light people up. And so I need to let go of this identity of, I'm just a student, I don't know anything, I'm new to this, to like, no, I'm a man of God and I'm a powerful spiritual leader. And I need to bring that to the people that are in this internship. And so I don't know what that's going to look like exactly, but I'm excited about it. And it was such a good conversation. And so I'm definitely finishing the internship. That is set in stone. That's good to go. And I need to step up and start being a leader in it, and let go of like my title as student. And like, God doesn't care about titles. God's not worried about what my title is. God is like, hey, I have created you to light the fire in these believers. And I was telling our pastor, I was like, listen, like I see believers and they have the heart, but they don't have the mindset for it. The enemy attacks their mind. And then I see people in personal development, they have the mind, but they don't have the heart because they're missing God. And when you bring the heart and the mind together, when you bring personal development to God and what God's doing and God to personal development, you take these believers and you turn them into warriors. And he was like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm meant to do. And so he was just so open to like, yeah, do your thing. So now it's, now the ball's in my court. It's like, okay, Chris, what are you going to do? So I'm going to think about that. I'm going to pray about it. Ask God to give me some divine wisdom. And, go from there. But it was such a good conversation. Exactly what I needed to have. And yeah, just realizing like God has given me this fire and this passion for God and for the Bible and for the Word and like everything that this all represents, and people can feel that passion, they can feel that fire. I just need to bring it to this. But yeah, there is just this passion, and I'm just telling him, I'm like, you know, it's hard because I look at all these Christians and it's like like, what are you guys doing? Like, why are we not out there like telling the world about this? Why aren't we out there preaching to people? Why aren't we out there doing this, doing that? And, you know, I also say that to myself, but, you know, these people who've been believers for so long, it's like, come on. And he said, yeah, it's like, you know, if you had the cure for cancer, wouldn't you tell everyone? I'm like, yes, like, this is the answer. This is the cure to life. Like, and so that was just like a really interesting conversation, a really powerful conversation. But it was just like, wow, that was awesome. But I feel like I am meant to turn these believers into warriors, and part of making them a warrior is lighting a fire in their heart again, like sparking that fire and taking it from a candle to a forest fire that just takes over the world. And so I know that is what I'm here to do, and for like him to say that and to confirm that is just like, wow. You know, because I follow so many people from the church on Instagram, and I see their stories, and so few people actually post stuff about God or talk about God, and it's just like, wait, is this like, why am I posting videos every day about God, but I don't see any of these other people really like not committed, but they're just like, I'm just like, what holds people back? What's stopping people from like really proclaiming their faith to the world and talking about God? Is it the fear of being judged? Like that was my fear, or is it the fear of this or fear of that? I'm just like, what is it exactly? And so yeah, it's just interesting, super interesting. So, all right, that's it.